All right, son. Yeah, hit me up. Hey, if you need me to bring anything, comment, let me know.
All right.
All right, bet. Peace. When Masfarad Muhammad came, July 4th, 1930, right? Look, y'all, that's one of the most significant days in the history of Black America. See, to my African brothers and sisters, Masfarad Muhammad came from Mecca to America. He could have went to Africa, could have went to the UK, right? He came to America. Why? Because to seek those who was lost. We was lost, not yourself. We went through the worst treatment. We went through a harsh condition. You know, we had it bad. Now, I can't say the Congo had it bad with King Leopold. He cutting our arms, right? The only difference with that is that they still kept their language and they still was able to have their griots in passing down knowledge and information, right? We was totally cut up. I mean, we was totally dead, bro. We needed an innkeeper. We needed somebody to come pour some oil in our cup till it run it over, because we was speaking English. Our name had been changed. Our religion had been changed. Our diet had been changed. The way we had relationships was changed. How we dealt with each other the whole dynamic was gone, right? And we still fought through all of that, right? But the mind, though, you know, we had to physically be strong to fight through that, and we had to have faith to look forward. Like, you know, we had to have faith to look forward, to really believe that one day we get out of this cruel condition. But when Masfarad Muhammad came and restored our mind, he raised up the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, it was over with. Bro, who is the original man? Come on, man. Come on, who is the devil? The black man is God? Come on, bro. Come on. Those was cracking atoms. That was putting pride. That was reaching back, all the way back 76 trillion years ago, grabbing that knowledge and that essence and that spirit and that energy and bringing it all the way back into the 30s, and then casting it all the way to 2025 and beyond. I mean, break 1930 talking about UFOs, mathematics, the people on other planets, science, bro, measurements. You giving that knowledge to some people who had just was getting off the plantation? That was like a cataclysmic explosion. Right? Now. But you gotta realize this too, though. To have that power, you have to have a worthy adversary. And so he went into mode. Hey, we gotta kill this movement. Because in the colonizer's mind, I have to be the only superpower on this planet, right? We gotta stop that. How can we do it, right? And that old tactic, you know, we make them Mandingo warriors fight themselves. But then we'll do it and make them fight not only physically, but mentally and spiritually. And look. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ah. And we'll use these satellite Negroes who know how to reach that slave that we put in black people and rule them through that slave gene that we put in them. So we're going to raise up these preachers, and you're going to teach slave, obey your master. You're going to teach slave, if your master get cold, give him your coat. You're going to have him thinking that God's sitting on a cloud and can extend his arm all the way from the cloud, all the way down to the earth. You're going to have them so spooked out, they're going to be so scared to even look in the book of Revelation. Right? Because when we put these sheets and hoods on our heads and we gallop in the night, we're going to make them think they seeing ghosts by the time we get through with them, right? Then you got one come and dispel all that. So now you got a knowledge that's competing with the knowledge that the colonizer was translating to his ex-slaves through his book, through his preaching. Then you got somebody else who said, nah, the black man is God, but yet you got a picture of white Jesus on your wall. Black man is God, and they looking at white Jesus on the wall. And they was afraid, like, man, dude, what? But those who carry within their genetic DNA, within their genetic code, heard the call, because that's the same call that their forefathers had been taught 76 trillion years ago. Ain't no new blood. Your blood, the blood that was in your father and his father, on down the line, still traveling through your veins to this day. And that blood carries a genetic code. He tried to go in and rape black women and put his blood in there to try to kill that genetic code and DNA was spreading, but the melanin was just so strong, he weakened it. The Moors did fall in Spain. They started mating with the colonizers' women, having children, and that colonizer woman turned that child against him, and he started falling, getting weaker and weaker. But he knew it was a law. You weren't supposed to go, you wasn't supposed to go into or touch or mix with his seed. You did it anyway, and you paid for it. That's a part of the game, man. That's just what happened. You done it anyway, But it's something new. I get you something even to this day. Still fighting. You got athletes that do it and wind up losing everything. Hold on, let me take it back. If it's genuine love, it's genuine love. Right. But you even got some of the colonizers' women within their genetic code and within their DNA. When they see a black man with money, they see as that's my money, or it's their job to get that money and bring it to their house. They might don't even know why they doing it, but they know how to automatically work their jelly. You know what I'm saying? They know how to do that off the top, right? So it is what it is, man. It's as in why? Because it's 2025, right? And it's not. I'm not telling you all nothing that's not out. And that hasn't been discussed. The reason I'm doing it is because you can't drag that old mind into this new future. Because you will not make it. And I promise you, you will not survive. What did he say? Yeah. When I go for my guns, start shooting. But I promise you, you would not make it. You know what I'm saying? But that's the game. Okay, music-wise, And I'll touch base on this a little more. On the music note, Lil Rap had success at it, but that wasn't my thing. Making money was my thing. And at that time, rap was moving too slow for me. But I ain't gonna lie, we didn't have the streams. And what was that first streaming service that came? Damn. Anyway, and they got sued because they wasn't paying the artist the first one. Anyway, we didn't have all these different streaming services, right? So the money, you either popping trunk, selling it out your trunk, right? Or you on the highway, got that trunk full of that funk, and I'm mashing down the interstate. I'm gonna play that one. I'll be on my way. You know what I'm saying? And that was just code for when we be like, say, man, I'm on the way, fam. And you hit that highway, man. Trunk full of young, trying to get it, right? I'm gonna play that song. I'm gonna play that song. Well, I'll be on my way, right? It's too much money to make. I got it.
I'll be on my way. Too much money to make. I got a trunk full of that funk, and I'm mashing down the interstate. We look up for better days and better ways to make it. Even though they hating on us, we still creative. Gotta look for that paper, pulling stunts and capers. Need to invest our own money so the world won't rape us. Houston is my city, I'm uniting both sides. How you gon' make $1 million if you scared to try? My pride is my own, it ain't foolish or wrong. I'm in the zone, you better tell them to leave us alone. Pulling pistols of chrome, I'm protecting my home. No talking dirt on cell phone, because they listening home. Block bleeders, promethazine with 2 liters. City bleeders, a hard life with big cheaper. Money and sex with a look like a voodoo Hicks. Platinum piece with the rope on my neck. It's on, I'm in the zone. I can't go wrong with God on my side and my city home. You know, I'll be on my way. Too much money to make. I got a trunk full of that phone. I'm mashing down the interstate. I'll be on my way. Too much money to make. I got a trunk full of that phone, and I'm mashing down the interstate. I done raised my cane. I still love the music. I still love the game. More positive feedback from the positive cat. Or being positive with so many traps. Can you adapt? Is you down like that? I moved my way and had a 9 to 5. I had an alibi. My paper came from working ride. I dropped my first independent back in '99. Why some was getting mad, frustrated was trying. I'm flying, went on my grind. Platinum magazine, the Super Bowl, VCR, block parties till Las Vegas shows. Chicago at Savior Days, Atlanta by Holyfield's Place. All across the Great Lakes, I'm in the rat race. Evictions on top, non-stop. Get your pistols out and clock, and keep your eyes on the prize, and you never lose. And keep your eyes on them haters, cause they after you. I'll be on my way. Too much money to make. I got a trunk full of that phone, and I'm mashing down the interstate. I'll be on my way. Too much money to make. I got a trunk full of that phone, and I'm mashing down the interstate. I bounce up on feet with the grip twisted sweet. Perspective on reality, that nigga you can keep. Money is power, then them dollars make sense. If I'm lying, I'm dying, partner, you can next best. I got top of the line broad, bang bodies with credit cards. Superstars buying drinks at bars, pushing foreign cars, house and garage. What's next? But naked sex on the beach, kissing necks, no flicks. We all having fun, the prodigal son has begun. Back like the chosen one, Shogun, the done of the south. Spitting lyrical content, verbal bullets from my mouth, and I'm out, and I'm out, and I'm out. Oh, I'll be on my way. Too much money to make. I got a trunk full of that phone, and I'm mashing down the interstate. I'll be on my way. Too much money to make. I got a trunk full of that phone, mashing down the